Hey, how's it going everyone? In this video, we're going to be looking at the solution for the challenge in the previous video, which was to keep the program running until the user enters -1 for the operator. So let's just see what that looks like. So it says enter an operator or -1 to exit. I'll say plus, first number 5, second number 3, and we get 5 plus 3 equals 8. Then it asks for an operator again, so I'll just say divide this time, 5 and 2, and we get 2.5. and it says enter an operator again, so I'll enter -1 just to exit out of this, and you can see we get thanks for using Melbit calculator, and we get the prompt again. So let's see how we do this in code. I have the solution for challenge 3 open here, and we'll just modify this. So what I'm going to do first is to just move this operator line to the top. If you actually have your cursor on this line and hold down the Alt key on your keyboard, you can use the arrow keys to move this line up or down. And I'll change the prompt here to say enter an operator or -1 to exit. Cool. So now it's asking for an operator and it's telling us to enter -1 to exit. We ask for the first number, we ask for the second number, we do the calculation, and we present the result. So what we can do here is to just wrap this in a while loop, and what that will do is just basically keep running the program over and over again. So to start with, I'll just say while true. What this will do is it'll run this code infinitely, so like forever. We'll just start off with this and modify it later. And now what's going to happen is we ask for an operator, first number, second number, we do the calculation, and we present the result. Then we ask for another operator and do the calculation, result. Another operator, do the calculation, result. So at the moment our program's working for the most part, but we can't really enter -1 to exit. It just keeps running. So what we want to do is say while OP is not equal to -1. So as long as this is not -1, basically we'll be running the program over and over again. If I run this now, we'll actually get an error. So I'll just do CLS and Python calc solution. You can see we get an error, name OP is not defined. So basically we are getting OP here, but we're using it before we actually get a value, so we get this error. So we need to move this outside of our while loop. Now we'll ask for an operator and then check if that operator is -1. If it's -1, then we won't really run anything here, we'll just come down here. But if it's not -1, then we are going to execute this code. Cool. So let's just run that. This is enter an operator, I'll just say plus, so that's not -1. It says enter first number, let's say 5, second number 3, and we get 5 plus 3 equals 8. But then it didn't really ask for an operator again, it just went to first number. However, the sample I showed you asked for an operator again. So to do that, we actually have to ask for an operator down here. Oops, just copy this line. And I'll just do a /n here so that there is some space between the result and this line. Now if I run this, you can exit out of the program by pressing Ctrl+C, by the way. And I can say plus, first number, second number, and you see we get the result. Skip a line because of the /n, and it says enter an operator or -1 to exit, and if I enter -1, it exits. The way it's working is the program asks us for an operator, check if it's not -1. If it's not -1, like say if it's plus or something, then it's going to ask us for a number, another number. It's going to do the calculation and it's going to present the result. Then it's going to ask for another operator. If that operator is not -1, then it's going to ask us for a number, second number, calculation, result, and then it's going to ask us for an operator. If it's not -1, once again it's going to run this code. However, if it's -1, then this condition is going to be false, so our while loop will exit and our code will come down here. So at the end of our code, we just had a line that said print, sorry, not print, it said thank you for using Melbit calculator. So we'll just do that, and maybe let's give it a/n as well, just so we have some space between this code and this bit here. Cool. So if I run this now, I can enter +53, okay, and let's say -1, and we get thank you for using Melbit calculator. We have one problem. If I just did this, so let's enter 5 or something. If I hit enter, it says enter first number, second number, and you see we get a traceback, basically an error. It says name res is not defined. What happened is we're checking if the operator is -1, we're checking if the operator is plus, minus, multiplication, divide, but what if it's not any of these? Then the user has really made an error, because they're only supposed to enter one of these 5 values. So we want to check for that as well, and the way we can do that is to just put an else here. You can say else print invalid operator, please try again, and we can basically ask for the operator once again. Now if I ran this, and let's say 5, first number 5, second number 3, you see it says invalid operator, please try again. Ask us for an operator. Let's say I enter something valid plus, and we still get the traceback, still get the error, and the reason is we entered 5, right? So it does all this, comes down here, prints that it's an invalid operator, asks us for an operator again, and then it's going to come down to this line, which is not what we want. Here it's doing the calculation again, so that's not something that we want. So what we want to do is, right after we ask for this, we want the program to go back to the top, right? Check if the operator is -1 again, and continue here. The way to do that is to put a continue. So what continue will do is, as soon as your code encounters this line, it's going to skip everything after this that's in the while loop and go back to the start of the while loop. It's going to check the condition again, it's going to run the code again, and I'll do something else as well. I'll just remove this /n and put it here, just so we get some separation. Okay, so let's do plus, first number 5, second number 2, and it says 5 plus 2 is 7. Let's enter 5 for the operator. First number 6, second number 4. It says invalid operator, please try again, and asks us for an operator. Get proper spacing. Let's say operator is 6. Oops, that's wrong. Okay, we get that again. So let's say plus 6 and 3. And you can see we get 6 plus 3 equals 9, and the code continues as normal. So I'll just say minus, and there you go. Thanks for watching and happy coding.